love cans, dude.
Welcome.
Cans really elevate a podcast.
Yeah.
I hate when they do no cans. It's
I
might as well just be talking.
I was just like thinking about that last night. Does it seem weird to you that we've gotten used to talking and just hearing it like coming back into our ears through the headphones?
I'll tell you this, I've done it both ways, and I like this way better.
This is better.
Yeah,
This
I
is
like
better
cans.
for a podcast, but it feels like it's might be fucking with our brains.
Good.
Why?
Let it.
I don't know.
Why would
get
it do
fucked
that?
up, dude.
It's like
man,
as
I like it because it means like for at least like 2 hours every week, I hear a great comedian. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what
Save
I'm
this for the show.
That's
guys.
what I'm saying.
Oh, we're not recording.
Oh,
thank fucking
Thank God we
Christ.
got that gold.
but I'm saying
Well, I want everyone to know how funny I am off the cuff, even when I think the cameras aren't. When the cameras are off, that's when I get real
Well,
funny.
Joe lives his life like the camera is always on and right in front of him.
I'm constantly
I thought you
winking
wrote
to no
that.
one.
Yeah. Live your life like you always have cans on. That's my motto.
Yeah, Joe, they say dance like no one is watching. Joe dances like literally the entire world is watching.
You ever dance by yourself and no one's watching? Hey, we're here with a great guest. One of my favorite comics in the city. Andy Haynes is here, everybody.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
guys.
Andy.
I've known Andy for a while now. Not super close, but I've seen you in and out of this, of my
I've known you
life.
for like 10 years.
For like 10
probably?
years, yeah. So
Dang, that's awesome.
How close can you really get, though? You know?
yeah. People say I'm an international man of mystery, so you can't really get to know me that well.
I'm friends with your buddy Sam.
online boy. Yeah, we just had him.
Online.
on
Oh,
a
yeah,
few
I
weeks
love
ago.
that.
We love that dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think Sam's like one of my friends that I introduce him to people, and I'm like, he's gonna be weird. Just so you know, if you don't like him, totally makes sense.
You want to know what the weirdest thing about him to me is? He doesn't do any drugs or drink ever.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
he's like a drug, where it's like, you might not like this.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
He acts like he's on drugs, and yet he does not want to even try them.
And he's one of those guys who doesn't do anything, so he treats everything as if it's drugs. Like, he's like, dude, I just 4 hours straight of pizza. you know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
I gotta be honest, that's the way to live, man.
I'm with you, dude.
I envy that because
He
I'm like,
also gets worried about people for really stupid shit.
oh yeah.
He'll be like, I'm really worried about this guy. He's been taking Tylenol PM every night.
I know.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That sounds like my mom.
Yeah. Well, Sam is the world's mom, and he wishes he could be in many
Yeah.
ways. He wishes he can make alcohol illegal, I think.
Yeah, he wants everybody to drink from his teats.
Yeah,
Damn.
he wants everyone to drink his content. That would be his ideal world, where you order one of his videos at a bar. I
Okay.
guess that's what NFTs are, right? You just buy
NFTs.
content.
Yeah, Andy, are you following this NFT saga?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's great, but I know what they are. I'm not really like, what's the saga?
I mean,
NFT?
You buy like gifts and then you like own it.
No, I know what they are.
Okay.
But
it
is there
seems
drama?
it seems that is coming into the public zeitgeist that NFTs are just a flat out scam.
Well, I think the one cool thing is that they're like in the code. There's residuals. You know that?
I don't know.
And apparently, it's like if you were to sell the NFT to somebody else, then the original artist
Yeah,
of that
that's
would
what I
still
mean.
get
Oh, really?
some kind of
So like if
compensation.
you wanted to like sell, like I've seen, I think Tim's probably the only one that can make any money doing it. Dylan.
Dylan. Okay. I thought you meant Chalamet.
Gay Mussolini.
Jay Mussolini.
All right, so we're bringing fascism back.
Yeah. No, but he, like, if you could sell a bit, I don't want to do this, but if you sold a bit and then somebody sold it again and for like an absurd amount of money, you know, like when Tim eventually has a heart attack.
Wow, so I can make money in 2 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah. Any second now.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he sold his Megan McCain thing for like $1 million or something.
Nice.
Really?
dude.
Yeah, like he
Jesus
sold a
fucking
gif of
Christ.
him doing. No, he sold his sketch of him doing Megan McCain as an NFT for like a shit ton of money.
Hell yeah,
That's
dude.
insane.
What
Yeah.
I don't the
We gotta
world
get-
the
we gotta
world
get-
is
yeah.
starting to really scare me now.
We got to get those Loud Boy NFTs. Hey, fuck
Yeah.
T-shirts.
That's-
NFTs
yeah,
forever.
that's
dude.
a-
we don't have to fucking lug a fucking suitcase of NFTs anywhere,
Let's
dude.
sell Dalton's virginity as an NFT.
The story, yeah.
I'm not
Dalton's
a-
story
I'm-
losing
yeah,
his
Dalton's-
virginity.
Yeah.
Let's
that's
not.
a
We
great
don't have
one.
to talk about that anymore.
That's our
one.
signature bit.
Let's
Oh my
not-
God, it is.
Let's not-
Then how much do you want for Dalton's virginity?
That's
Wait, hold on.
ancient,
Does it have to be
more or less in the
ancient
hooker
is
history.
it
We'll see.
hetero or hetero or homosexual?
He had sex with a prostitute,
All
and then
right.
he had sex with another lady not too long after that, and then there was a dry spell, and then he had sex again.
Wow,
What is
that's
happening?
great, man.
Disaster.
What is happening, right? We don't have to do
We're
this.
recounting,
We don't have to
we're
do
recounting
this.
the Loud Boys escapades.
We don't have to
Previously
do
on the
it.
Loud
We don't have to do
Boys.
this.
Oh man, I
Let's-
fucked another
guys.
fat chick.
I do enjoy fat chicks quite a bit,
So
but
do
I
I,
also enjoy skinny chicks and
I do
anything
that.
in between.
Yeah, dude.
Just no blacks. Okay. Let's get into
I
Squid
gotta go.
Game.
Hey, I sent
Yeah,
you that.
dude,
I
we
sent
love-
you that video of Billie Eilish shaking her titties.
God damn, dude, that ruled.
That was awesome.
The
She
Billy.
shook her titties?
Yeah,
Oh,
Megan
yeah.
Thee Stallion took a video of her shaking her titties at a. This is a running bit of the show where we get horny for Billie Eilish.
We just get horny for anything.
I mean,
But
we're
she
just
has
horny.
big titties, and she was shaking them up and
She
down.
truly has just gazongas, dude.
Yeah.
I have not.
Boy, yo, 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 yo.
There have not.
Fucking tongue unfurled.
Hubba
Tongue
hubba.
rolls out.
Yeah, I was in a tux at the time, and the bow tie went out.
Yeah, I was in a zoot suit.
That is me. That's me in cartoon
Yeah,
form.
my bow tie was spinning. My Panama hat flew off my head.
What about this? We did like the
Gadzooks!
fucking figure eight.
Yeah.
Remember that? We got to bring that back. We really got to bring that back.
Because in the 90s, what killed that was in the 80s, shapely women were big.
Yeah.
But then in the 90s, it was like heroin chic. So then it just became this.
That's what people did. They were
Yeah.
like, she is the perfect
She is.
woman.
Yeah.
She's the
Shaped
perfect
just
woman.
like a penis.
Yeah.
Too much of that damn Diet Coke.
But when's the last time
Speaking of which, we're sponsored by Diet Coke. This
Oh
week.
yeah, Gugine got to DC. There's a guy on TikTok I follow who calls it. He's an Italian guy who calls it DC. He's like, yo, I got to DC.
I used to, when I was in my Pete Holmes phase, I call it Washington, D.C.
Wow.
Because I was like, I'm like Pete Holmes. This is the kind of humor I do and I enjoy.
You're a sociopath.
Yeah. What if I just killed a guy right now?
That's a good one.
Thank
Wow.
you. I auditioned to. I submitted to be Pete Holmes for Stick or Treat this year, and it's canceled now.
Oh no!
Unfortunately.
Why was it canceled?
I don't know. They just sent an email
COVID.
saying it was canceled.
Oh, no.
Yeah, probably COVID. They probably just don't want to I think people.
I mean,
are,
probably COVID, and probably because Luisa seems to have lost a damn mind.
Oh, why?
She
what
seemed like she was
happened?
gung ho on doing it. It's just something happened that.
I
Do you
don't
think
know.
it was all like everyone threatening her or something?
Yeah, she said it was because of Dalton and Joe. Actually, is what she told
Dalton,
me.
why did you have to threaten her?
Did
Dalton
you
sent
threaten
a
her?
bunch of. Yeah, he went on the Loud Boys Twitter and he was like, "Hey, bitch, I got a knife in the South. We know how to
Shit,
bury a
he's kidding.
body."
Wait.
Wow.
Joe's thing is he lies. by
Hold
the way.
on, hold
Just
on.
so you
I
know.
am the deceptive Loud Boy.
Let me say something. Let me say something. It's not my fault that her phone number is in the white pages. All right, she's
Dalton.
listed.
But that means somebody, and I'm not saying that they
I got
would.
the- I got
they
the-
might misinterpret what you're saying by saying like, "Oh, she's in the white pages." Dalton pointed out that she's in the white pages. I'm gonna look her up and I'm gonna send something threatening because you had to be a little goof
You
about
doxed
that.
her.
But
dude.
no,
You just
hold
doxed her.
on.
You just doxed
I
her.
didn't
Doxed
dox
her.
her.
Doxed
Pruitt.
All right, well, fine.
Whoa.
Hey, get your hands.
Can we
You're gonna have to get your
timestamp
hands
this?
on a phone book. Then I'm
we
the only one
timestamp
that gets
this and
phone books
highlight it?
delivered. I have the white pages.
You request it, don't you?
Yeah.
I'd like my phone book.
Dalton sells a rotary phone too. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show this bitch who's boss.
I have
Watch out, bitch.
I have a
10 minutes and I'm talking to you, bitch.
Oh man, I misdialed again. Time to start
Hang
over.
on.
Oh, hey,
Multiple times.
hey, operator. Yeah, it's Dalton again. Can you get me Luisa Diaz?
Hey, operator, give me that bitch on that line, man. I gotta
He's
give her
got
a
one
piece of
of
my mind.
these.
Yeah, I have the Andy Griffith Mayberry phone.
Yeah, connect me to Luisa Diaz. I'm mad about a tweet she sent.
Yeah.
Operator, I have to troll. Stat.
Well,
Yeah.
you really did it this time, Dalton.
Operator, I have a rape threat I'd like to issue.
Rape threat telegram.
Yeah.
The hold please. 50s women just like
Yeah. Hold, please. Click, 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 click.
yeah. He says he's a dumb bitch. Well, we have to get this to Washington.
He holds the phone up. You gotta hear this.
We're just goofing, man. We're just fooling around.
It's your
come
cousin Marvin Incel. You know that rape threat you've been looking for?
That's so crazy. His name is Marvin Insel.
Marvin Incel.
No one knew what it meant at the time.
Well, his cousin is Chuck Incel.
Chuck Berry did do some incel behavior, didn't he?
Chuck
Like,
Berry, yeah, dude.
he set up like videos in the bathrooms.
He would watch women take
Did you hear about
shits
this,
and
Andy?
piss.
Yeah. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Popular.
Oh, you're right. What is wrong with that? Good question.
I got a video camera on my wife right now.
Hell yeah, dude.
Maybelline, why won't you go
One of those-
poo
one of those Nest
on my
cams, so it's
face? I
HD.
love
Yeah.
eating your
Aren't
shit.
those supposed to be
It's
outside?
actually a dog cam. It
Yeah.
throws treats at her while she poops.
Dude, I just
go bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Go.
do you have one of those dog cams that throws the treats?
My wife just ordered a
Furbo.
dog cam.
I had my wife on a dog cam.
All right. I get it.
Somebody,
The dog.
Damn dog. Gonna get a fist bump, fellas.
yeah.
Hell yeah,
fellas.
dude.
Hell yeah.
Fellas,
dog.
we hate our wives.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
hate your wives, right?
I miss that style of comedy.
Yeah, we're the wife haters.
I actually think a lot of my comedy sounds like I hate my wife comedy.
No, you're really skilled at it though.
because I'm very like cucked right now.
Are you?
professionally.
Why?
Oh, just my
Oh.
wife's so successful.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
I a lot of my stuff is
Wait,
like
who is your wife?
Rosebud Baker.
I don't know who that is.
Dalton, why didn't you read the bio I sent you in the group chat?
Oh no.
Well, every time Dalton reads Baker, he gets hungry and
Yeah,
goes get
sorry.
a pastry.
I just moved.
He's never gone farther than the name on Instagram.
I just moved to Astoria. I'm surrounded by bakeries. I've seen the name and I just go, oh, I'd love some Galacta Borrego or baklava.
Oh, I guess it's treat time.
Yeah, I guess it's time to get some rainbow cake.
All right, let's see what these female comics are. Well, I'm hungry now.
Yeah.
All right,
Ah,
time
shit.
to put down my rotary Instagram.
time to put away my Mayberry phone.
his Instagram is like those spinning like where it shows the image.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck that called?
Dalton's version of Instagram is the pen with the lady
Yeah.
whose top comes off.
Dalton
How
ran
do I
out.
like this?
Dalton ran out of the theater when the train from Lumet's.
Yeah, the Edison train.
Isn't that funny? People literally ran out of the theater.
Andy, you hit on I think my favorite historical event in history is that people are like, it's coming right for us.
Dumbasses. Can you imagine if a train was coming?
Well,
Like,
that's-
you bring people into
Well,
just
wait.
like a room to
Hold
have
on.
them sit down.
Hold on, that's happening to us now with VR. Like people are, you've seen the videos of people in VR like destroying their living rooms because they think they're like
I mean, I played Resident Evil in VR, and that's one of the scariest things I've ever
That's
done.
gotta
I
be
would
way
love
too
that,
much,
dude.
dude.
I would be a pig in shit if I could just be in that house.
Yeah.
Do you know the reason why VR isn't popular is because they haven't been able to like master like a frame rate that will like not make you barf.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Yeah, it does give you
That's
motion
why all the games, rather
Also,
than
Sam and I beta tested the Oculus.
Yeah, that shit is.
a couple of beta
I worked
males.
for-
Yeah, they looked up beta in the
Couple
dictionary.
of Luigis.
Yeah, they hated us. It was a disaster. Us two trying to do that.
Wasn't the Oculus CEO or like the founder like a shit poster?
I believe it.
That's
I don't
tight.
know. I
That's
didn't hear
cool
about
as fuck.
that.
Yeah,
That
he
is sick,
invented
though.
Oculus, and then he was like fucking Pepe memes. For the
All of these people are probably perverts. Like all these tech guys.
Yeah,
and-
man.
Well, tech used to be run by like incel guys,
Like-
for a long time. In fact, if you like most smaller coding companies are still those kinds of guys.
I want to be that rich where you can just be an awful person. Wouldn't that be
Dude.
great?
Oh, well, have you
But it was
watched?
like it was ground zero of nerds getting money, right?
Has everybody watched Squid Game? Or
Yes.
as
Yeah,
they
I
say in
haven't.
Korean, Ojingo Gain?
Is that what they say?
Dalton is learning Korean.
I got Duolingo. Dude, I'm mastering Korean right now.
It was so fun. It was
What
actually awesome because I was like spiraling over my career and like I'm not where I want to be. And then I like opened up Discord and Dalton's like, guys, I am mastering Korean. I was like, all right.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't know why it comforted me.
because it's also silly.
Yeah, it's silly.
It's like, dude, most of my day is spent on Duolingo going, Samsung, Hyundai Motase, Stop
I think just picturing you learning Korean.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Dun dun.
Dope.
But is Squid Game? I've heard it's good. My sister likes it.
It's like if you have never seen any of like Korean cinema, this is a perfect introduction
Okay.
to the world of the
I've seen
land of
Bong
the
Joon-ho.
the land of the rising
Yeah,
Samsung.
Oakjaw was based on my wife.
Yeah, super pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, Squid Game is like a very like
What's your favorite Korean movie?
probably Old Boy.
Old boy.
Mine's Memories of Murder.
I've never seen that
Ooh,
one.
I don't
really
watch
good.
Korean.
What about
I only watch American movies.
Bong
Dude,
Joon-ho's
I love
Mother?
this country.
Yeah.
baby.
I haven't
One's pretty
seen
good.
Mother. That's good.
I remember it being
It's
good.
all the same guy.
Snowpiercer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah, that's the only thing we'll watch.
Yeah, well,
Snowpiercer does rule, though,
how'd
too.
they come up with his name? Well, they throw the bedpan down the hole.
I like Bong Joon-ho, but I just didn't like what
Bong Joon-ho.
I thought it was wrong what he said before opening for Tony Hinchcliffe. Like, that was a big opportunity.
Yeah.
What did you see? He's opening for Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe this weekend at the Vulcan Gas Company.
yeah. Hans Bone.
Hans Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-kim.
Wait, is that guy's not really opening? Not the
Not Peng Dang, but Tony hired an Asian guy we know. Clearly, just to be like, I need an Asian. And
He's a friend of ours. He's a Korean guy who lives in a van, and he's opening for
Cool,
Joe Rogan and
cool.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah,
That's not
he's one of those
surprising
guys
that
who's
you
like the
guys-
least.
Is he a Korean immigrant?
No,
No, he's
okay.
just autistic.
He-
That
No.
would be awesome if a guy moved here and then he was like, I'm going to live in a van.
Yeah.
It's
that's
by
the
the
way-
way.
That's literally like a child's idea of what
No.
America will
You're
be.
not too far off. He's his parent. I think his parents. I don't know. He has like a degree in engineering.
Yeah.
He does not have to live in a van.
There was a guy that moved out from Seattle that was here for a while. You would probably know him because I think his name was Hans.
Han, I
It's
don't know.
probably
Hans Kim?
Hans Kim because he
Yeah,
traveled.
Hans Kim.
Hans
He-
Kim.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
we're
that's
talking
what we're
about.
talking about. Yeah.
dude.
Hans lived in a van when he moved to
He
New York.
still lives in a van.
He's still. That's how he moved from New York
he's
to
fucking-
Austin.
He's Matt Foley.
Dude,
That's
I don't know who that is.
Matt Foley.
living in a van down by the river.
Oh, I am living in a van down by the river.
This is gonna come up. This podcast is gonna come up the next time I get my last chance.
You want to know something, Andy?
Sorry,
So
Andy.
a friend of mine,
Sorry.
a
we're gonna
friend,
cost him
Andy
dancing with
did,
the
and we
stars.
green. He's not actually here. This is a deep fake.
yeah. Well, a friend of mine that we've had on the show, my buddy Tyler, when he saw you were coming on, he was like, "Oh, that's so cool, you got Andy." And I go, "I don't know why I agreed to do it because it's like the scorpion and the frog, except we're not even trying to cross the river. We're just stinging all the frogs and going, hey, what are you frogs doing?"
Well, I think you guys are obviously like, parodying something.
We're
to
goofing.
some-
I mean,
yeah.
we're just
Also, like,
dipshits.
here's the thing. Like, I have known so many derelict bad people that I was like, this is not going to be good for you if you keep up your bad behavior. And they all make like 10 times as much money as me per month. So,
yeah. What else did you say to Stavros?
literally Stavros, Brandon, and Adam and Nick were like
Yeah.
the kids that got banned from every show in DC. And I was like, you guys are going to burn way too many bridges.
That's so funny.
And they all like buy me lunch now. So be bad, be racist.
Yeah.
Don't go Tony Hinchcliffe. but-
No,
No.
I will never go Tony Hinchcliffe.
It's a tightrope. It's
Yeah.
we're in,
not walking it. We just are obscure.
Yeah, we really are just we fell off of it and we're just hanging on to it like a kitty cat on a
Well, we
poster.
just got into the New York Comedy Festival, and I was like, "This is the kind of thing that is gonna get people to like look through what we've said."
Well, but here's the thing. I think that we all like this kind of comedy. Like,
Yeah.
I think everybody, like, look at the fucking popularity of every podcast that is
Right.
evil,
Well, I thought like I watched like old SNL like Evil Boss was on SNL, like the Will Ferrell thing where he like literally
Attacked
like threatens to rape Tina Fey.
Oh yeah.
Or no, he threatens to rape Tim Meadows.
He
but,
throws
but
coffee
he
on
he
someone's-
slaps
yeah.
Tina Fey. It's like so offensive. And the joke is that it's like this is so over the top offensive and evil that it's funny.
But when I was in writers' rooms, and all these people would never ever say this stuff, but it was just constantly just making the worst joke in the world.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. I mean that's and so I think all these people, by the way, are pretending when they say they
Well,
don't like
you
this.
guys-
I think a
I
lot
don't
of
think
them-
anybody's actually offended.
No, they're all worried about like what everyone else is going to. I mean, I watched the new Chappelle special, and it's like, well, it's refreshing that he's one of the only guys with like this amount of like. Would I have gone that far on certain things? No, but it's also like he's the only guy with enough cultural leeway to do the kind of comedy that I believe he truly wants to do, and that I think a lot of people want to.
Oh
see.
yeah, the new
problem with him though is that he like has a bone to pick with the trans
Yeah, it
community.
did seem like he was like, I want to get a load off my
which is
chest.
like, who needs to be brought down a notch?
I have a
trans
theory.
Do you think-
teen.
do you think
me and my buddy Nick Oldershaw and a couple other people, We have a theory that Chappelle is trans. That is the only reason he's been focusing on this so long.
Or like he was like assaulted by a trans person or something.
My actual theory is he was molested and therefore he like has like a vendetta.
Or maybe
he wants
he's
to get
a
revenge.
black Muslim who and like they just don't like trans.
Wow, black and Muslim? That is two people that do not like trans.
Here's what I think happened, and I'm being sincere here.
Okay,
I think
you.
all right, fuck off.
Well, you're an Arab. So,
yeah, I'm a fucking acid-tongued Arab.
Yeah, you're
as Norman would say.
What are you? You're not an Arab. Are you a Turkic?
I'm half
people?
Afghan.
No, I know. What is that?
It's
Turkic.
Central Asian, but people but people lump it in with the Middle East. Yeah, so I can get away with it. My mom would say that all the time when she got cut off by an Asian driver. She'd be like, "Oh, probably a Chinese person." No, she's probably an Asian person. I'd be like, "Mom," she'd be like, "I'm Asian. I can say it," but not really. It's like more synonymous with like Borat.
Would your mom ever say things were haram?
No, she wasn't. She converted.
What is that like? Is that like Irie?
It means like Allah likes it.
Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
haram
it doesn't.
It's all haram.
Yeah,
like
island vibes.
Like Dave Chappelle constantly being drunk is very haram.
It is super haram. But going after trans,
not
Allah,
haram.
Allah blesses that.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
No more trans people.
Yeah.
That's what Chappelle says.
What the fuck was I gonna say?
Well, I think what happened with Chappelle,
But it's weirdly refreshing now, I think.
Jesus Christ.
The comedy. Sorry, go ahead.
I think what happened with him is in that first special where he talked about that shit. I don't think he realized the blowback he was gonna get, and then he was like, man, nobody understands me. Nobody understand. I feel so alone. And so he was like, maybe I could.
Is that Shoeshine Chappelle?
Yeah, this is.
Oh, I'm coming out with my sixth special.
I ain't trying to upset. Look, I just think y'all don't understand me.
Jesus Christ.
And so then
I will only accept racism from Robbie because he is Asian.
Yeah.
And then I think he was like, all right, let me try it again. And then he fucked it up again. And then he was like, all right, so now this one's called The Closer.
It's like a Chinese finger trap.
Yeah, and I think this is the last time we're going to hear about this.
It would be funny if his next special was just, oops, all trans material.
there was an explosion in my brain, and all I got is trans jokes now.
Yeah.
Had an aneurysm.
I had an aneurysm, and all I could think of is trans jokes.
TJ Miller should say that. Oh, there was an explosion in my brain.
There was an explosion in my brain, and I had to call a bomb threat to Amtrak.
He had a brain explosion.
Oops, all bombs.
Oops, all bombs.
Oh man, that's great. But honestly, like you guys should be able to be racist because you're both like kind of short. What are you, Italian?
Yeah, I'm
Jewish?
Italian.
Yeah, you're white trash, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's Japanese.
I'm not
actually.
short though. I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10". Don't tell anybody.
Shut up.
Are you?
What? Yeah. Oh
How
no, just a quarter.
Gross.
Yeah. Not enough to get on like the diversity showcases. I'm
But
not
you know
going
what?
to be on
I am enough to get on the diversity showcase, and they don't fucking book me. So.
Because
But
you call
is
yourself
that
Robbie
true?
Goodwin.
Is that
Yeah.
true that they don't?
It's
don't-
on a
Yeah,
poster now.
I was like, how about here's a photo of my grandmother, and they're like, not Asian enough, and they said,
What?
You're not gonna get on like the Rising Sun fucking comedy.
If you have like a drop of black blood, you're
I
considered
wish.
black.
Thank God I don't.
Oh,
though.
he's got several drops in his freezer.
All right, Dalton. That's
Wow.
true.
He drops acid.
Yeah.
He's more acid than Japanese, honestly, at
At
this
this point, yeah.
Yeah, he tripped his way out of being Asian.
Yeah.
My eyes got so dilated they got big.
His third. He has a squinty third eye.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my third eye is half open.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Those are twin nuclear bombs right there.
yeah.
Woo! Fuck, dude.
Man.
So let's talk about Squid Game. Andy, did you like it?
I did.
I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah, I get it because I am a broke person, and I very much I've looked for jobs in Iraq before. I'm game. I'll do a death march for cash.
Yeah.
So what is it?
It's people who are in such severe debt that their lives are either like completely ruined or they might end up getting killed because of their debt.
So they join basically like a private, like almost like
It's
what's
like
the
a
movie where Ice-T gets hunted.
It's like Eyes Wide Shut, where
the most dangerous game.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, shit.
they get invited to like an Eyes Wide Shut party, kind of.
So I'm getting hunted.
And it turns out all of them are
They have to play games.
They have to play children's games like red light, green light, except if
you get out, you
get killed
shot immediately.
Yeah, you get
Wow.
killed. And so,
So
but
like
then,
hopscotch, and if you
but
lose
then they
hopscotch,
the reveal
that's
is
pretty great.
The reveal is that
But it
each,
sounds like Battle Royale.
it's
a
a lot,
little like Battle Royale.
It's one of the most derivative shows I've ever watched.
But to be fair, Battle Royale has been done like 100 times.
Well,
In
yeah.
fact, 80% of Asian cinema is Battle Royale.
The survival game
And Hunger Games.
is not new. I mean, that goes back to Shirley Jackson with the lottery.
Great.
Oh,
great
the lottery's
story.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you believe we had to read that in like 7th
Yeah,
know,
that's
right?
it fucked me up.
That's like I bet school shootings would have gone down so much if they didn't make us read.
I know that.
And you know what? I'm for book burning now, but just that one. And Catcher in the Rye. I actually like Catcher in the Rye. But
Everyone
that was
likes Catcher in the Rye. It had "fuck you" written on it.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
dude.
just like this guy. It's the first. I'm just like this guy.
Holden Caulfield was the first school shooter.
Yeah,
I've never read
absolutely.
that.
Holden Caulfield was like the first misinterpreted protagonist where people were like, this guy's cool,
Yeah.
and not realizing, oh, it's a cautionary thing.
I've been reading.
Yeah, he was like the original like American Psycho, Tyler Durden, or those
Yeah.
guys. It's like, oh, this guy's just like me instead of like. And when I was in high school, I was like, I relate to this because you have that mentality of like everyone fucking sucks but me. But
Right.
then you're supposed to, as you age, you're supposed to realize he's a dysfunctional person with a juvenile attitude.
See, I went the other way where I was like a popular high school person, and then I like was too nostalgic for high school, and then I was like, God, I wish I would have been a fucking weirdo.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I've gone up in popularity ever since I was.
I truly have no nostalgia for high school.
Damn,
I was
dude.
so glad to be out of there.
Dude, I have nostalgia for shitty times. I am just a nostalgic person. I've been
Damn.
nostalgic for COVID lately, and I have to like snap out of
I
it.
loved
like,
it. I loved COVID.
Yeah.
Those
I was
early days
thriving,
when we were all
really.
terrified and
Yeah, and I actually thought life sucks and it's bleak and I want to kill myself. And I'm like, you know what? It was fun wearing being 6 feet apart.
It
You
was
know?
nice
liked
not having
just
to
that
do
you
anything.
didn't have
Yeah.
any career anxiety.
That was
Everybody-
pretty sad.
everybody
I still
was a
don't.
loser.
I
I
posted
sell
that at
shirts
the
and
time.
posters now.
You're gonna be big in Korea though.
Oh yeah.
Literally, they're very small people.
Yeah. Come me dog. That means thank you.
Nice.
I used to know some Korean because I worked at a summer camp where we had Korean campers, and we had like a cheat sheet of like, do you have to poop? Whatever that was.
You have to ask that a lot. Their food is very spicy.
Yeah.
Nice.
I fucking
Korean
love
food.
Korean food.
I got a regular spot right by my apartment.
By the way, Andy, what do you think about this?
Sudunbu.
I think LA might have.
Sudunbu?
I think LA might have better food than New York.
No.
Bullshit.
But the
Fuck
problem is
off.
it's
'Cause the
less
Korean food-
accessible. The Korean food
the
here is
Asian
great, but you
food-
got to go out to Flushing.
Oh, okay,
It's
yeah.
amazing out there.
Yeah. I
Anywhere
think-
you'd recommend where we should go?
I'd have to like look at where I went because I don't go out there very
There's a
much.
place-
There's a place
I
called
don't
the
either.
Inn of Seven Mountains. That's for Szechuan food.
Queens does have awesome.
There's a
food.
place by my apartment called Hawonge Korean Barbecue.
Oh,
That's
nice.
really good.
Yeah, go out to Flushing and you can assault an elderly Asian woman and then also get great
Oh,
Korean
that's
food.
awesome.
wow.
Well, Robbie's the impressionist. He's gonna do his best Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, you Korean fuck.
You know he pays for that guy's life?
Really?
Yeah.
better.
What the fuck are you kind of looking at?
Jesus Christ.
What do I look like, an eclipse? What's your fucking problem?
Yeah, what's your fucking problem? Open your eyes.
Open your eye. What, do you want some acid? Open your third eye. Yeah. Well, I think Wahlberg at this point might have gotten too much shit for that.
Why? For blinding of for
blinding
He
of-
also
He's a
killed
teenager.
somebody.
Yeah, he was. First of all, I had a bit about this where it was like, look, he's a teenager from Boston. He blinded one person. That's
Yeah, that's
that is a
pretty
net
good.
positive.
Yeah.
That is woke for Boston.
But also like
Didn't he like chase a group of like black kids, calling them a bunch of N-words, like I'm gonna kill you? You
that's a Boston
Yeah, I
tradition.
feel
Yeah.
That's a case of
Also,
boys being boys.
it's weird to scrutinize someone for stuff they were doing in high school. You
No,
know,
it's
you
not.
know. I don't know.
I mean,
stealing
yeah.
my girlfriend.
I mean, he
I'll kill you
seems
for
like
that
he
today.
sucks.
of course, he's a fucking jaw. He's like a classic.
I
like,
love him,
fucking
dude.
rip-
He's a gazillionaire.
Like when he posts
Yeah.
when he posts his
I mean-
schedule and it's like, wake up 4 a.m., go to the gym. And then his day ends at like 5
Yeah,
p.m.
I mean,
Right.
I had no
He
question.
has like an
that
hour
he's
of
like,
prayer.
Yeah.
I love that every movie
I mean,
he's
that's
in now
awesome.
is like just doing a job that a regular guy does.
Yeah.
Like every movie's now like, what if Mark Wahlberg was an oil worker?
yeah.
What if Mark Wahlberg was a beat cop?
Yeah. Hey, I'm a plumber now.
But
I'll
it's
say
weird because
this.
those guys, they fucking latch onto it. Like Dennis Leary was the one that like introed the 9/11.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Yeah,
because he played a firefighter.
Yeah.
He's also from. How's he synonymous with Boston and 9/11?
Dennis Leary is like such a fraud.
He's the biggest
Steve
fraud.
Buscemi was actually a firefighter.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like during
Yeah, he was in
9/11.
9/11.
And he's like, I don't want to bring this up. I like don't. He tells interviewers not to ask him
how
about it.
funny was
He
it-
just doesn't want glory. He doesn't want to like make it look like a PR.
How
stunt or
funny was
whatever.
it to see Dennis Leary in that Patrice documentary? Because
Patrice hated him.
there's
right?
just no way. Like I
No,
can't imagine
yeah.
Patrice would have like appreciated Dennis Leary.
You know who
being in
Patrice
that?
would have appreciated? The Loud Boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You would
Everyone,
love those.
everyone in this dang studio right now.
Yeah.
He would have been like, yuck.
These disgusting
No,
motherfuckers.
no doubt about
He
it.
would have fucking
He would
messaged
fucking
us.
hate our guts.
But
Yeah.
he hated everybody.
I'm glad
right?
he's dead.
He
No,
hated
dude,
everybody.
you give him
but-
a fucking triple XL shirt. And you'd be like,
He was a nice guy.
Did you know him?
I met him a couple of times. I had dinner with him one time.
Oh, real? Wow, that must have been hours.
and Dalton's fucking
Would
It was.
y'all eat
shitting on him.
Popeyes?
It was no, it was in Seattle. He like the guy that was going to drive him home from the club got drunk, and I was like, I'll give you a ride. And then he was like, you want to get some Chinese food?
Oh, hell yeah.
And then we like sat for 3 hours, and he told me how to hate women. So
He is the guru.
great.
He really is
great.
He's the Mr. Miyagi of hating women.
Oh yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
yeah. He's like
Slap on.
slap on, slap off. I
What'd you guys talk about? Just
literally like relationships and comedy.
that sounds
Dude,
exhausting.
I used to
That sounds fucking
when I wasn't getting
exhausting.
laid at all. Now that I'm getting laid a lot now, but I like listen to the Black Phillip show to like
Yeah.
teach me, and I'd be like, this guy knows everything. And then with like some distance, I don't know, maybe
He
it
knows
is good.
everything about how to manipulate people for
Yeah,
sure.
it's also like very woman hatey.
I mean, there
But
was
that
a lot
works,
of
though. I don't
a
know.
lot of women hating on that show.
Yeah.
What, did somebody just?
Oh,
wave
Chip
it?
Chipperson. Speak of the, you mentioned Patrice and Chip Chipperson disappears
Oh,
in the
yeah.
thin air.
Oh wow.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if we mentioned we got bumped by Chip Chipperson again.
what are you going to do
Shit.
about it? Tweet him?
I don't care. I think every time it happens, it's so funny.
Wait, are we in trouble?
My e-
Yeah,
what just happened?
We are in
No,
trouble.
I don't know. He's just looking at Chip leaving.
Oh,
Somebody waved goodbye.
Every
to
time
me.
I get bumped by Chip Chipperson, just anytime my ego goes out of control, getting bumped by Chip Chipperson's like, well, I got bumped by a cartoon character, so I can't be that mad.
that'd be
you know?
cool if we
What?
got bumped by like Ren and Stimpy.
I mean,
Yeah,
we do.
dude.
Yeah, that's like
If they were just in there watching like
like
John K. cartoons, I'd be like, you know what? I
You
wish
know
I
what?
was in there with him.
Yeah. You got room for 4 more.
Yeah.
Colin Quinn still zooming in.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you guys are talking.
We're just
about.
goofing.
We're
Don't
making-
worry
John
about
K., noted pedophile and creator of Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, really? Noted pedophile?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got busted.
hard me too.
Yeah.
I mean, that had pretty pedophilic
Now-
vibes.
Yeah.
all
sure.
animators are perverts. I have yet to be wrong.
it. If you
about
can
this.
draw, you will draw a naked lady.
I've never
Yeah.
known an animator that doesn't get weirdly horny for their own cartoons.
You
Like
have
they're
to.
always drawing
Because it's like
women
an ego thing.
big jugs.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they're like
They
incels.
think they're God.
They're like,
Yeah,
this is
they're
how the
also
perfect-
incels.
They're
Yeah.
all incels.
This
Who
is
was
how the
the-
perfect woman will look.
Did you
Yeah,
guys go to
exactly.
college?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you
6
guys
years.
remember the guy that there'd always be that white guy that hung out with all the Asian exchange students?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
We didn't have Asian exchange students. I was at a liberal.
We had
arts.
that.
I went to
I
college
went-
with Sam.
Oh,
Oh, you went to Emerson?
I
I-
went to a state university. I know exactly what you're talking
I'll
about.
tell
There'd
you-
always be a group of like Asian exchange students, and there'd be like one guy that like learned Korean, and then he would ingratiate himself into the group.
I was
and
that
it
guy one
totally...
night. One night I was that guy. I got drunk and crashed like an Asian dance party at somebody's apartment.
Yeah.
I just was walking around my neighborhood and I saw a bunch of people outside and I was like, "What are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
And I went inside and they had an igloo cooler full of some red
Oh
juice.
my God.
So I just dunked my Solo cup in there and was drinking their red Korean juice or whatever.
They're like, oh my God, it's Tommy Boy.
Yeah, and then
Sumo wrestler.
and then,
Tommy Boy.
And then no joke, a circle opened up and they were all dancing and I got in and this
They
Asian
were like,
dude.
please leave.
I mean, yes,
Please
because
leave our
Dalton
house.
didn't speak a foreign language at the time.
because this Asian guy starts popping and locking and then he's like, "You go," and then I just go. just start doing goofy shit, and they were like, "You gotta get the fuck out
It
of
was probably
here!"
like a
popcorn and long.
a Christian Korean meetup.
No, they were drinking that whatever
Well,
was
they
in
drink. They're Christians.
whatever was in that cooler got me fucked up that
It was
night.
probably pink panty dropper.
Yeah, it's probably like some kind of like mixture of a whole bunch of like alcohols with like a mixer just to make it sweet. But it's
I don't know.
Dalton got date raped.
But I got date rape, but their dicks are so small it didn't. You know what?
it
They
felt
had a
like
good-
acupuncture.
Yeah, it actually worked out all the
That was
tension in my
actually
upper
Dalton's
back.
old move. He used to just pull down his pants and be like, "Oh, I hope no one takes advantage of me. I am drunk." None of
But
these
yeah,
beautiful Korean
I was
women.
the white guy amongst the Asians one night.
Was that guy handsome or was he like
no,
a
it was always
fucking
like a
D&D?
Well, he wasn't like it wasn't ugly. It was just like
weeaboo.
like the kind of guy that would be really good at violin. You know what I mean? That look.
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
we had a lot of those.
You look Swiss. They always look Swiss or
Oh,
like
okay.
Austrian.
Yeah.
They weren't exchange
I
students. though.
the reason it took me 6 years to get my bachelor's degree is because I switched majors late in college because at first I was a biochemistry major.
Dude,
and
you could
I
have been
took-
Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are you from?
Texas.
Which part?
North Texas. I went to college in a little town called Denton, Texas, University of North Texas.
I went to Lubbock once.
Lubbock sucks.
Lubbock
Real
or leave it.
shithole.
Lubbock sucks.
Lubbock or leave it. It's the
Yeah.
conservative version of love it or leave
Yeah,
it.
Lubbock or leave it.
Yeah,
That's
because
fine.
all they got in Lubbock is Texas Tech. That's another college town, but I think even the people that go to Texas Tech will tell you Lubbock fucking blows.
It sucks. It felt like Phoenix. It was
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah, there's
Phoenix
a lot.
stinks.
There's a lot of Texas.
The
that's
entire
just
state of Arizona is horrible.
Prescott's nice. Sedona's nice.
I haven't been
Bisbee?
to this place.
we gotta go.
Bisbee.
We gotta go to Bisbee.
You gotta go do your pilgrimage to
Yeah.
Stanhope, man.
Yeah, we
Remember
gotta.
Keith D'Souza?
Yeah.
One day he went there and just was like, he was like, I'm just gonna go there and see what happens. And he just like slept outside. There's like a bench,
Dude.
and he just slept outside Stanhope's house for like 2 nights. And he was like, "You want to come inside?"
Dude, Bisbee is
and
really.
it worked out. Like he stayed with Stanhope for a while.
Bisbee is
That's cool.
becoming
Yeah.
the fucking ayahuasca retreat for comics just at the end of their fucking rope.
It is like, yeah, Doug Stanhope is like the fucking.
Because I had that thought. I was like, after my buddy passed away, I was like, maybe I should just go to Bisbee and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's not a great idea.
No,
but-
it's not.
A few comics like COVID hit, and they're like, "Well, we're going to Bisbee to go hang out with Stanhope."
I think that's such a dead kind of form of comedy, though. Like that world of like worshiping the edgelord. You know what I mean? I love Stanhope.
It is like a threat.
but
I agree. On
That was like a thing when I started comedy.
Not even edgelord, but just like guys who they call themselves libertarians.
I think
and
it's-
wear
I
leather
think it's
jackets.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's that
I
Stanhope.
think it's still there. Like Rogan is huge right now.
Well,
I think that's kind of like an evolution of that. The ground zero is Bill Hicks. And
Yeah.
much like Twin Peaks episode 8, it created a monster.
Dude, for real, dude. Bill Hicks was the Manhattan Project
Yes.
that created
Yes,
all
just
the guys who try to be
dumb
Stanhope.
dude comedians. And when I started in like 2009, that was.
But I don't
really
think Stanhope's
huge.
a dumb dude.
No,
No, I love Stanhope.
Stan-
but that
He's like a evil genius.
the open micers that worship Stanhope, I think, is what we're both talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Stanhope
yeah.
is a
Yeah.
master at his craft, but he inspired a lot of people who totally missed the fucking
But
point.
I don't even think Stanhope doesn't even like resonate like it used to
No.
because we've gotten so beyond like just the idea that like being kind of like gross is like
Yeah, I think well, you know what, though? I'm amazed he's still alive.
yeah, I think at this point.
I drank with him one night. I drank with Stanhope.
What
Oh
was that like?
Jesus!
I got very drunk.
And he,
I like relapsed.
I don't know what
with
I
him.
was
And he-
expecting.
and he's-
I mean, if you're going to relapse, so that's
Yeah.
kind of a fun one.
let me guess. You got very drunk, and he finally stopped shaking for the day.
yeah. His penmanship improved.
Yeah.
Woo, back to normal.
Yeah.
Andy, where'd you go? You're just in a tree.
No, he was super nice. I mean, he's like very normal dude.
That's what I hear.
Other than the fact that he's
Yeah, I heard he's
constantly
nice.
fucked up.
he seems like a really genuine guy.
I literally thought he was going to die like 15 years ago.
There's
Like,
so many
I
guys
cannot
like
believe
that.
he outlived like
yeah, like
Norm,
Ron
for
White's
example.
another guy like that it's just like how are
Who?
you Ron White?
Oh yeah.
Where it's just like I don't know how this dude's still
cigarettes and
kicking.
booze.
Ron's
kind of
in and out of sobriety, though.
Well,
I
apparently
think.
he quit drinking. He did the ayahuasca thing,
Yeah.
and is like I heard because Sam was telling us Sam Talent that he just like quit drinking.
Sam quit?
No, Ron.
Okay.
Sam Talent told us when he was with Ron last.
Ron had an ayahuasca trip. He's like, I am more than tater salad. I'm a tater meal.
I'm a potato.
I am a loaded baked potato at Outback Steakhouse.
I am a tater soup and salad.
Yeah.
I'm a sweet potato fry.
I'm a potato au gratin.
You know, I'm not a tater. I'm a sweet potato.
I'm a taro.
Oh yeah, he goes for the deep one.
I'm a bubble tea with taro in it.
I need to be more like a yucca fry.
I'm Yukon Gold and purple reduced with a balsamic vinaigrette.
Waffle fries.
Only see himself in the landscape of starch.
He sees through the multiverse and all the versions of him. They're just other kinds of potatoes. I see.
The multiverse is like, let's go to the lobby dancing French fries.
Yeah. Time. It's not just a linear path. Come with me and ponder the question: what if Ron White was a loaded potato?
He meets God and he's just like a farmer.
He goes to Idaho and there's just a farmer's like,
Idaho is heaven.
Yeah.
I saw hell. It was Ireland in the 1600s.
Oh my God.
He's actually not allowed in Ireland.
Those racists.
Too offensive.
Yeah, he can't do his
Oh,
bit
you come
there.
over here, tater salad. What are you doing to us?
Oh, that's a trigger word.
Oh, have some respect for the nation.
Wasn't the whole potato famine because they didn't diversify their crop?
Absolutely.
I don't know shit about it's so silly.
I think it is.
I think it's because Irish people are so stupid. They were like, "Oh, we're out of potatoes."
All right, now I can join on this.
Yeah.
We can make fun of any white.
I guess we're
So
gonna
true.
starve to death because we're out of potatoes, and it's like, grow some other shit, you fucking dumb mix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of our
why
country.
did potatoes going out make everyone famine?
It is. It's literally they didn't diversify their
They
crop.
just had potatoes?
No, I think they probably had a few other things, but it's still like.
Oh, yeah, I got some broccoli. Gross, I'd rather die.
I'd rather die.
I'd rather die.
Oh, I need to get to my wife
this
who's
is
I
a-
also
need three things. Potatoes, Cheerios, and marshmallows.
and me sister's pussy. Because I'm Irish.
Too far.
Oh, it's me, Colin.
Oh, it's Colin. Let me do
Colin.
some crowd work.
Oh, is that tonight?
Yeah. Do you want to
We
go?
missed
We
it.
should go.
All right, let's go.
I
What is
got a
it?
thing.
Column's recording an album at the stand. Everyone
gonna
check out
go
Colum's
fucking-
album. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fucking boo him from the back.
Are
Yeah.
you really?
Do it in an Irish accent.
I'm going to do it in
All right,
Korean.
let me get a word. Potatoes. He walks off stage.
No, I work with Colm. I love him.
I love
Oh yeah,
that
you
guy.
move. You're a mover with Colin, right?
I am a mover.
Jesus.
It's true.
Andy talks about it.
Okay, I
Yeah.
was like, well, the veneer has been lifted.
No, it would probably be helpful if I didn't talk about it, but I do talk about
You
it.
should say it
Okay.
like you're doing volunteer work.
No, but I don't understand. There's like this big faux pas about having another
No,
job.
I wasn't sure if that was something you would
No,
wanna
but I
talk
don't
about.
understand it because I
Yeah.
do think there's some comics that would never admit
I know,
that they
I-
have
yeah,
another
yeah.
job.
Well, yeah,
I've been
but you know
very-
what? There are a lot of comics who like aren't also very funny, so they're kind of insecure. So they have like a thing of it, like I guess fake it till you make it does work, but I think they want.
I'm
they
open about
very
it.
much value like status. of
I'm a
being, like-
very funny comic that also has a day job.
Hell,
because-
fucking
Hell
yeah,
yes,
dude. We need
Andy.
to fucking start
I honestly don't
normalizing
like
that.
introducing myself to a comedian as a comedian to people.
I don't either. I fucking
I
never do that.
always, I
Dude.
always say my day job when they ask what I do.
Same.
Dude,
Same.
now that I'm selling shirts, I tell people I work in fashion.
I just say I'm a writer.
I'll
so
work.
funny.
I'll
I
work
work in
in
fashion.
You're wearing a Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
shirt.
I work in
and
fashion.
gym shorts.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Moo Moo. It's a Japanese label. I'm the head of design.
Yeah.
I had the idea to make larges bigger so you wouldn't feel
Hear
as
me out.
fat when you
Hear me out. Plus size kimonos. You go to Cato, they got my kimonos in there. Lane Bryant. They got a Dalton kimono.
Why isn't there a big and tall Uniqlo?
It was my idea to have purses have drink holders in it.
We're bringing back the beer hat.
Yeah, I got a purse with a beer helmet in it for the ladies.
He's in the Mad Men fucking.
It's a fur beer hat.
It's a Davy Crockett beer hat.
Actually,
Davy
now
Crockett beer hat.
I'm on board.
There's an extra the tail can wrap around to hold another
coonskin
drink.
beer hat.
We need high fashion beer hats.
We need a coonskin beer cap.
Oh man.
Oh fuck.
Damn, dude.
Wow, we went on a good run right there.
Yeah, I guess you really are a fashionista, dude.
I really am, dude. TJ Maxx.
TJ Miller. Yeah, my prices are low.
All is forgiven, man. TJ Miller's back, baby.
Is he?
Yeah,
No,
he's
just
doing shows.
Yeah, he's
again.
doing shows at the.
he was never not doing shows.
But like
right?
now, like people aren't like ripping him apart on social
What-
media.
did they ever even what's it called
Well,
when they substantiate? Substantiate.
Allegedly, he killed someone.
I think what happened.
I thought it was that he raped somebody.
No.
No.
something.
It goes deeper than this. I think what happened is when Hardwick got fucked, that created a schism within that entire community.
That's half of-
TJ was before Hardwick.
I
though.
know, but
TJ
I'm-
was like one of the first.
I think Hardwick was the Rogan of that world, and when he got busted, everybody got fucked.
No, Louis, dude. Louis was like, it was like Goodfellas.
Oh,
When they took him out
fuck,
like
dude.
Tommy.
Dude, the thing with Louis, that I can't even find it now, but there was a script that Dino Stamatopoulos wrote years and years ago that's like very similar to 30 Rock, and he wrote it
I remember that, yeah.
And there's a podcast that's been wiped from the internet where it's him,
I never listened to that, but I
Louis
remember that,
C.K.,
yeah.
Tina Fey, Stephen Colbert, like all these people reading this script,
Yeah.
and I cannot find it now.
They wiped that?
They wiped
I remember when that came out,
That has
yeah.
been
Lorne
scr-
Michaels just waved his
Yeah.
hand like the fucking guy from Marvel
fucking-
Universe.
yeah.
Thanos, he Thanosed it.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Shane just starts disappearing into thin air.
I remember when that came out. I listened to that when it came out, and I remember thinking, Dino got fucked, dude, because this is the exact same shit as 30 Rock.
Yeah, but didn't he like? What's fucked? He still has millions.
No,
of
I
dollars,
know.
Probably.
I'm
And
saying-
also, like, 30 Rock,
I'm just saying that
it
there's.
sounds like,
Like-
what Tina Fey co-read it? That's weird.
I
He
don't
probably
know-
Sold, like,
I don't
the
know what
idea to
happened.
NBC and then
that
Tina
sounds like
Fey
there's no
tightened
bad
it
blood
up.
of Tina Fey, or maybe
No,
he was
no,
trying
no.
to, like, prove a point.
I don't know what happened. I truly don't know the story.
Wasn't there a whole nother show that was just basically 30
Studio
Rock's
60
Yeah,
on the
Sunset
Sunset
Strip.
Strip?
Yeah, but 30 Rock, I mean, here's the thing. Backstage at SNL, is that really the most, like, original idea? What made 30 Rock good was Tina Fey.
I'm just
and
saying-
and those
The
The
characters.
writing was the best.
No.
Yeah, it was so
Great.
funny.
I'm
Donaghy
saying
was
if you
hard.
can find this script, it's as good as the best episode of 30 Rock.
Really?
And
Well, Dino Stamatopoulos is like a genius. He
Yeah.
wrote all the best Mr. Show stuff.
yeah.
I believe that, but I also think, like,
Greek.
yeah. Well, actually, yeah. Now that you say that, well, you know what? Pedophiles are good writers. Anyway, folks.
Yeah, look at Roman Polanski and Woody
Polanski
Allen.
does rock. Polanski's movies are good.
Polanski's
yeah.
movies are fucking tight,
yeah,
dude.
I just watched Rosemary's Baby. Is fucking.
I've read the book.
That movie is great.
I'm smart.
It's funny that Mia Farrow goes gung ho against Woody Allen, but literally flew to France to defend Roman
But
Polanski.
also, can we talk about the fact I haven't been able to get this joke to work, but I think there's something there that Mia Farrow had like 8 kids when she started dating.
Yeah, she was
And 2 of
adopting-
them have committed suicide.
Yeah, she was just grabbing up
yeah.
kids like Angelina Jolie.
If you
Bad
date
mom.
that woman, you should be there should be a check for pedophilia. Like if you're willing to go on a date with a woman with 8 kids, somebody should be like, "Hey,
Look,
we should
I
probably
think
do some tests."
Mia Farrow did nothing wrong. Let's not look into it. Nobody, look into that. Don't Google Moses Farrow. Just don't Google it.
Did Moses kill himself?
Yes.
No, but there was 2 different kids who did. Moses is like
Moses is the one that like wrote a thing that was defending
and
Woody.
and the
Ron.
documentary tried to like discredit it
Well,
by
Moses
saying
Pharaoh
like,
was a blind man.
yeah.
He fucked little kids.
the
in the
documentary
swamp.
tried to discredit it by being like, oh well, Woody paid for his free ride. Well, it's like, well, why does that discredit him? Like why do we believe? I mean, I don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just
Everybody
like
in show business has a
I just
free
feel like
ride.
Mia. It's like really the resolution should be that they're both awful.
They're just
you know what I
insane
mean? Like
people,
that's
yeah.
really what it should be. But it seems like the press really glorifies Mia Farrow.
I heard you can go see Woody Allen every week play clarinet.
In the on the Upper West Side, it's like it never happened.
Yeah.
In the Upper
Oh,
West
yeah,
Side,
man.
it's like
By the way, I would love to see that.
Absolutely.
That would
We're
be-
gonna go. We're all gonna go.
like $250.
yeah.
Did you hear
never
R.
mind.
Kelly? R. Kelly, they took off YouTube.
Really?
They wiped his YouTube channel.
And they took his fucking blue
which
check
is weird.
mark off
I
Twitter.
looked, Michael.
What the fuck?
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
That can happen.
Do you think Michael Jackson was like an oracle and saw the Me Too movement come? He's like, I better die. I better die and solidify my legacy.
No, I think
I think
his,
you like
I
that
think his
sweet,
doctor.
sweet fentanyl.
I think his
Yeah.
doctor did us all a favor and got rid of him.
That'd be cool, dude.
I rant
This has
about,
been conspiracy theory.
I had a thing though when I was watching that documentary about Michael Jackson being a pedophile, which was that kid he molested was a really good dancer, and it kind of made me think that like through pedophilia he had kind of like translated he'd given the kid powers.
Oh yeah.
The dance scene's an STD.
Yeah.
He fucked rhythm into him.
Like imagine if you could
It does make you dance.
if you could suck off Louis and get his joke right
So like
you don't do it.
So wait, like an African warlord, you're trying to get the life essence out of them by sucking them off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not, dude?
If that worked, there'd be a lot fun.
Mr. Louis C.K.
Female comics would be a lot funnier if that happened.
Ah, there it is.
Well done, my friend. well
That was
done,
good.
Robert.
I'm not going to co-sign it, but I did like it.
It's in the mix. It's in there. Can I rant about the Many Saints of Newark?
Yeah, man, go for it.
so bad.
I liked it.
I liked it, but I admit that it's bad.
I admit, but it's fun. I can't stand these fans. I'm seeing all these fans saying it's like the worst movie they've ever seen, and it's like
I like that.
I still haven't seen it.
It's
I
not
thought
the
it was
worst
funny.
movie.
Everyone's saying it's like the worst movie.
The Christopher VO was pointless.
Trust me, there's like a shitload
lot of the
stuff that
VO
was
Also,
cheesy.
Ray
The
Liotta
best-
should have.
that twist was awful
Which one?
with Ray Liotta.
Oh yeah, that fucking.
That was like it was like, come on.
Like, but here's the thing. There's a lot to nitpick, but the original Sopranos had a lot to nitpick. Like, if you really, it's a flawed show, but it's great. It's like, I hate these people who are like, it ruined the show. Also, I'm rewatching it again now, and it's like,
Fuck that.
it almost has nothing to do with the movie. It's more about the fandom because I'm an OG fan.
My favorite-
I watched it like back in high school. And there's all these new fans who are now like acting like the authority on like what's good. It makes me like embarrassed because they all act like Marvel people where they're like, it ruined the show. David Chase raped my DVDs. You know what I mean? Or it's like,
It's also
dude,
dumb
shut up.
because
It's
it's
more
about
Sopranos.
a bunch of fucking meathead New
these
Jersey
fucking-
Italians.
That
Like,
was the word because like it's
they
like
would have
okay.
loved that movie.
This takes place.
Yeah.
This takes
I
place.
said this
yeah.
last week, but I went to the premiere and one guy clapped loudly every time there was violence against a woman
Yes.
or a minority. And I was like, that's a real fan.
How hot was that fucking Italian broad?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
My
Hell yeah.
Christ.
favorite review of the movie I saw was the Many Saints of Newark was written by Christopher Moltisanti.
That was. I've seen that a lot on
That's
Twitter.
funny.
But I feel
it's
like so much of it. I feel like Knives Are Out because everyone loves The Sopranos. So
I like that
much.
movie.
No, I hate that movie. But I feel like Knives Are Out because everyone everyone's kind of been sucking off the show a lot. They're like, all right, we got to kind of take these guys down a peg.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm glad they made this movie. It's kind of fun to go back
It was
to the
an op.
world.
It was a psyop.
It's fun to see
I
the
like it.
prequels. The one thing they have to do is
it was
justify
an it was an tie-op.
Honestly,
It was an IHOP. I'm hungry for pancakes.
I like seeing a fucking protagonist say the N-word. I thought that was cool, but they didn't say it enough. You're telling me a bunch of Italians in the 1960s aren't tossing around the N-word left and fucking right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it, and I was like, oh, he's gonna say, I was like fucking elbowing my girl. I was like, oh, he's about
Did
to.
they at
they're about
least
to
say
the N-word.
Moulignon?
yeah.
A
Okay,
couple
good.
of times.
Oh,
But
thank
they never
like-
said Mooley, which was
Okay.
I thought Dickie was a good character. I was like,
I love
this is
Dickie.
a good new Sopranos character.
Yeah,
I
I
would rather
love
this movie
Dickie.
exist even with all the fucking cheesiness.
I think
Every
it's that-
casting I think was perfect because like
Yeah.
they all had like it wasn't like in the Han Solo
Corey Stoll
prequel.
is Junior.
yeah.
Oh, that
he
was
was
great.
great.
Who?
Yeah.
Fucking Livia
Corey
was my
Stoll.
favorite part.
they were
Yeah.
all- they
The
were
bald
all
guy.
Vera Farmiga?
Yeah, she was great.
You know,
She was awesome. She
Yeah.
actually
Here's
nailed
my-
I
it.
thought she was
here's-
my favorite part.
here's my
I
thing.
think so much of the backlash is, it's not what I remembered. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Here's
And
my
that-
thing.
Kurt Metzger is who I'm imitating.
Yeah.
by accident.
I'll tell you this.
But it's like the only thing they would have liked is James Gandolfini literally coming back from the dead and like redoing the show. It's like you knew that isn't what it was going to be. You knew it would be kind of this.
Let me
Also,
say-
his
you- but so
son.
you-
His son. Jesus Christ! Did that guy just eat up the sea? I mean, just a flat line.
Yeah, he was not good. I agree with that. But it's like
That guy. They should have had Baron Trump play young.
I'm of the opinion that Baron Trump should star in every movie because that guy's a star.
I don't
that
know.
kid is a star.
I don't know where David Chase's head is at now.
Up
but
his ass.
Up his ass.
Probably between a fucking hot chick's legs.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
probably,
yeah,
he's
this
probably
guy's
Hey, no, that's
eating
kind
pussy.
of gay though. Eating pussy.
You know what?
Yeah, it
all
is.
of his show, all the Sopranos go like, I have sex, but I'm sad.
Well, what I was gonna say.
So he's probably crying, eating pussy as we speak.
Yeah. What I was gonna say though is like what's cool about The Sopranos, those 6 seasons, is that you're getting dropped into this world right when Tony starts having panic attacks, and then you leave right as his relationship with Melfi ends. So you're really only seeing like a snapshot of this. It's not like
Yeah.
you're not being given like this whole fucking Darth Vader origin story
Yes,
ever.
yes.
And so then with the movie kind of ruins the mystique of that like experiment in
I can see
storytelling.
that, but I didn't think. But it's like I think it was additive too. I think it really filled in a lot of the world.
Man, it's up to you. If you like it, that's fine.
And by the way, I'm fine with people saying they don't like it. I think there is a lot to criticize. I just can't stand the people who are like, it was the worst movie I have ever seen in my entire life.
There's some really good parts.
Someone should shoot David. It's like there's a lot to like, and also there's a lot to just like have like real movie discourse and nuance. And why does it have to be like this fucking catastrophic fan? I just hate.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I can smell inauthentic.
You're on Twitter
fanboy
too much.
reaction.
You're taking this too seriously.
I have nothing in my life but The Sopranos.
If you like Robbie, if you like the movie, that's okay.
I did like the movie.
It's probably a fun. I'm gonna watch it.
Well, Dalton, now you're reacting to me. Let's just get a reaction video podcast.
Let's get Keith Jeebs. Let's pull up Keith Jeebs. Do you know about Keith Jeebs, Andy?
But Dalton, let me vent. I'm almost done here.
There's more.
I wrote notes.
The Billy Mays.
I did write notes.
Should we do plugs?
Oh, here's my last thing. This is the last thing I'll say. I would see it as a miniseries. I would watch as miniseries if they spun it off and did The Crew in the 60s. I think it might be fun.
Yeah, I see your penis as a miniseries.
All right, Dalton.
What's up, Joe?
All right, Dalton.
Hell yeah,
I get it.
Wow,
okay.
that was a mean burn.
Thanks for indulging me. I was thinking about this literally all day.
No, dude, I get it.
It was in my fucking head.
I get it. We all like The Sopranos.
It's so
here.
funny because I have so many bigger problems, but I just thought about.
I'm the same way, dude. I've been thinking about Squid Game for a while. I can't.
Yeah, we didn't really get into Squid Game.
Squid Game.
I'm trying to make that fucking honeycomb thing.
That's why.
Yeah, dude, the honeycomb thing looked fucking tight.
I want to just try it, and then
gonna
my wife's
shatter.
gonna shoot me in the head.
That's why you write notes.
You give your wife a gun and you're like, babe, no matter how much I protest, if I crack this honeycomb, blow my brains out.
And I'll sign a contract that says it's legal.
Yeah.
Nah.
What are you looking at, Robbie?
Sam posted a new video.
All right, let's do plugs.
Okay.
All right. Oh yeah. We have some big plugs. Please come see it at Laugh It Up Comedy Club in Poughkeepsie. The second weekend of November. Let me look.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's
I'm
super
nervous.
fun.
Yeah,
I
we're
like
gonna
Poughkeepsie.
Laugh It Up
It's our first,
Poughkeepsie.
this is my first
You can take the
headlining
train
weekend
up there.
ever. Yeah. 12th and 13th. Then our New York Comedy Festival show on the 14th at 6 p.m. Brooklyn School. We're doing an official show.
Yes.
If you're going to Skank Festival, we'll be there. Oh, and I'll be at the Comedy Fight Club Roast Battle show on the 31st. I think you're doing that too, Dalton, at the
Oh
Sands.
yeah, the Halloween show.
Yeah, so yeah. We have a lot of opportunities, and Skank Fest will be there too. But so we have a lot of in 2 weeks we have a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Which is,
Also, I have shirts and posters, so buy those.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And nudes.
And nudes.
Nudes
Yeah,
for
and
sale.
nudes.
And now it's time, Andy.
I got a podcast called Find Your Beach that I do with my wife, Rosebud Baker.
my wife.
And I'm going to be in Reykjavik, Iceland, October 23rd.
Oh.
The Philly Punchline, November 6th and 7th. Skyline Comedy, November 27th, 28th.
Hell yeah.
Have you been to Reykjavik before?
Twice, yeah.
How is it?
It's fucking awesome.
I want to go so bad, dude. I love Bjork.
You play
Yeah, dude.
Skyrim?
I love Gus Van Sant and Bjork.
Reykjavik really is like a place I would love
It's
to go.
quick, too. It's like 4.5 hours
Why do you want to
away.
go to Alaska
New York?
and Reykjavik and all these like
Yeah.
desolate cold places?
It would be cool to see how.
It's also Reykjavik's awesome, or Iceland's awesome. It's like all fucking volcanoes and hot.
Yes.
tubs
Oh, really?
and-
They say those
yeah.
volcanoes
Oh.
could erupt at any
You
moment.
know, I mix up Greenland and Iceland.
Yeah, they did too. Because Greenland is all ice, and
Yeah.
Iceland is pretty green.
I heard Iceland's really nice.
No,
I thought it was
Iceland's
to get-
fucking cold and Greenland's also cold.
Yeah, they're both
They're
fucking
both cold,
cold.
but I've heard Iceland has more like greenery.
yeah,
I don't know.
and
I
it's
want
more
to.
scenic.
but there's not
would.
trees really.
And
It's weird.
Greenland.
There's
they really
something-
fucked up. Can we change the names? Can we retroactively make them change the names?
They filmed
back?
a lot of Game of Thrones in Iceland.
It's called being
really?
based. Okay,
Yeah.
they're
Oh, did you see-
based countries.
Iceland
they're doing a-
owns.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really the something about those places like Alaska or Iceland or any of those like tundras.
I want to go to.
seems
I want to go to all the
majestic.
stands. That's where I want to go.
Yes.
The what?
Pakistan,
not
Oh,
those
yeah.
ones.
Kazakhstan.
Not the well-known. I don't want to go to Afghanistan or
Aw.
Pakistan. I
What
wanna
about
go to-
America Stand?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about, what about
Kyrgyzstan.
Stan America.
What about Stand by Eminem?
Yep. I want to go there.
Yeah, me too.
Detroit. I'm gonna go to Mark
The ultimate
Ridley's Comedy
stand.
Castle.
Detroit. The city of Detroit just renamed themselves Stan.
Yeah.
Stanville.
That's where Dave Chappelle filmed The Closer.
Yeah,
his latest
yikes.
special.
Yeah.
Is it
That's
good?
where no.
It's
I liked it.
It's like
I thought it was actually very good.
It's-
because judging against his other stuff, I don't think it's as good. But judging against like other comedy specials, it's really good. Because I usually quit out of comedy.
I'll
specials
say
after,
this:
like,
what
5
it
minutes.
what
Yeah.
it
I watched the
feels-
whole thing.
What it feels like to me is like a treatise on like our current
Yeah, he's pretty gassed
I don't
up
even-
as far as like.
Yeah, I don't even
I
know.
thought it was way less that than the last one. I thought Sticks and Stones was way more like commentary. This one feels more. I would say it was like 50 minutes of jokes and like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
of,
but
like,
did you notice
let me
how
break
did
it
you
down
notice how
for you.
uncomfortable the audience was getting anytime he tried to be really silly? Like when he did that
Yeah.
like space
But
juice.
see, I like that he did that.
No, I liked it, but it was weird how the audience was reacting.
I'm trying to. I want to quote jokes, but they all have the N-word in it, so I
Yeah.
can't.
Go
But,
ahead.
yeah.
It's
But that's
fine.
the thing,
We
it's
give
like-
you the pass.
but that's
Yeah.
why I liked it. I would
This
say.
is
Hey
a
man,
safe
it's
room.
me, Dave.
Yeah.
You can say it.
Hey, it's me, Dave Chappelle.
Neil.
Neil. I thought it was like, I think a lot of people went into it thinking it was going to be that again, but I thought it was way more jokes than usual, which I appreciated. And there's a lot of silly Dave. Those
Yeah, there was-
flashes of silly Dave.
Silly Dave.
Yeah.
A lot of tall tales, like those
Yeah.
old Paul Bunyan
Clearly,
type stories.
clear lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He was
they were
he's
funny.
always been the best at that, at just telling, like spinning a yarn.
Yeah.
And making you go, well, this didn't happen.
But it's funny enough that you don't care.
Yeah.
I think it's actually might be like one of my more favorite ones of his Netflix run because I think people really thought it was gonna be more like Nanetti Dave, but it was less of that. I thought
It's a different kind of
Nanetti.
invite.
my
Italian
one thing
Nanette.
is, I just think he did way too much on trans people. Not that
Hannah Gadsby.
He's obsessed with it.
Gadsby.
He's
Hey,
obsessed with trans.
and
Nanettone.
Gadsby
Chill
is
out.
in.
I think we'll get
Many
out.
Saints of
yeah,
Newark.
the
Guys.
many saints of Nanette.
I actually think what you're doing is pretty offensive.
Yeah. Oh, you should be nice to black people.
We'll get folks.
Wait a second. I'm gonna count all these the litter in the street real quick.
Hey,
That's an
that's a
autism
lot
joke.
of flaming hot Cheetos
Who let the
bags.
fucking lesbian in here? She's a good earner. I'm good at. I love black people, but I can beat up anybody.
Let's get out of here on this. Nanetti.
She forces guys to pay up by making them watch her comedy.
Oh.
Here, I'll say this. Dave Chappelle, you're saying Nanetti? More like. All right, folks.
Whoa. I disregard that.
Let me.
And we'll cut that out.
Palate cleanse.
No, we're leaving that in, dude.
When
You little
Dave
bigot.
Chappelle turns into someone more preachy, I think it's the Nanetti professor.
Yeah, that's better.
All right,
That's
so
better.
bleep what I said
Yeah,
and
please
leave
bleep
in
what he said.
Nanetti.
Please
No,
bleep what he
Bleep
said.
what I said.
Let's not.
I
bleep
am
it.
not committed to your mercenary style comedy. Okay, I still would like to work in the business.
We do no holds barred leather jacket comedy.
Yeah,
I know.
so bleep that. Leave in Nanetti professor. That's the bit. And good night, folks.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Sorry.
Many Saints of Newark wasn't that bad.